mountain meditation. This meditation can be done in any posture. However, it may be the most powerful when it's done whilst sitting cross-legged on the floor, so that your body feels most mountain-like. Just begin by getting into your comfortable position. Perhaps you can allow your eyes to close or lower. And now picture the most beautiful mountain you know of or can imagine. One whose form speaks personally to you. And as you focus on the image or the feeling of the mountain in your mind's eye, just noticing its overall shape. The lofty peak, the base rooted in the rock of the earth's crust, the steep or gently sloping sides. Notice well how massive it is, how unmoving, how beautiful, whether seen from afar or up close. A beauty emanating from its unique structure of shape and form, and at the same time embodying universal qualities of mountainous, transcending particular shape and form. Perhaps your mountain has snow at the top and trees on the lower slopes. Perhaps it has one prominent peak or a series of peaks or high plateau. However it appears, just sit and breathe with the image of the mountain, observing it, noting its qualities. When you feel ready to see if you can bring the mountain into your own body, so that your body is sitting here and a mountain of the mind's eye become one. Your head becomes the lofty peak, your shoulders and arms the size of the mountain, your buttocks and legs solid base rooted to your chair or cushion on the floor. See if you can experience in your body the sense of uplifting, the elevated qualities of the mountain, deep in your own spine. Invite yourself to become a breathing mountain, unwavering in your stillness, completely what you are, beyond words and thoughts. A centered, rooted, and unmoving presence. Now, as you know, the sun travels through the sky throughout the day, and the mountain just sits. Lights and shadows and colors are changing virtually every moment in the mountain's stillness. Even the untrained eye can see changes by the hour. This is like beautiful artworks by the famous artists. As the light changes and the nights follow days and the days follow nights, and a mountain just sits, simply being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another, and as the weather changes moment by moment and day by day, calmness abiding all change. Calmness abiding all change. In summer, there is no snow on the mountain, except perhaps on the very top, in creeks shielded from direct sunlight. In the autumn, the mountains display a coat of brilliant fire colors. In winter, a blanket of snow and ice. In any season, it may be at the time, find itself enshrouded in clouds, or fog, or pelted by freezing rain. In any season, it may at times find itself enshrouded in clouds or fog, or pelted by freezing rain. The tourists who come to visit may be disappointed if they can't see the mountain clearly, but it's all the same to the mountain, seen or unseen. In clouds, hot or freezing, it just sits, being itself. Times visited by violent storms and winds of unthinkable magnitude. Through it all, the mountain sits. Spring comes, the birds singing in the trees once again, the leaves return and flowers bloom in the high meadows and on the slopes. Streams overflow with water and melting snow. Through it all, the mountain continues to sit, unmoved by the weather. Whatever happens on the surface, in the world of appearances, as we sit holding on to this image in our mind, we can embody the same unwavering stillness and rootedness in the face of everything that changes in our lives over seconds, hours, and years. In our lives and in our practice, we experience constantly changing nature of mind and body and the outer world. We experience periods of light and vivid colors and drabness. We experience storms of varying intensity and violence, both in our world and in our minds. We endure the periods of darkness, as well as savoring more moments of joy and uplift. And our appearance changes constantly, just like the mountain. Experiencing the weather and the weathering of all kinds. Experiencing the weather and weathering all of its own. By becoming mountain-like in this meditation, we can link with the strength and stability and adopt them for our own. We can use its energies to support efforts to encounter each moment with mindfulness and clarity. It can help us to see that our thoughts and feelings, our preoccupations, our emotional storms and crises are much like the things that happen on the mountain, and in holding us in our awareness, we can know the deeper silence and deeper stillness and wisdom, all that we thought possible, right within our own storms. Mountains have this to teach us, and even more, if we come to listen. And now, I would like you to reconnect with your breath, noticing your body, sitting and breathing, right here in this moment. And then, whenever you're ready, you can begin to stir, you can begin to move, and then, whenever you are ready, you can begin to move and bring yourself back into the room and slowly and gently open your eyes. With love, Olga.